honey baby. Oh, honey baby. Oh, honey, Free. It's motherfucking free. Honey, guys, you know the drill. Call Her Daddy podcast is sponsored by Honey, and we love it because it's free. Whether you're broke, whether you're rich, it doesn't discriminate. It's fucking free, okay? We love to online shop, and we love to save money. So if you like both of those things, which you have to or else you're a sociopath, Honey is a free browser extension that automatically finds the best coupon codes and applies them directly to your online shopping cart, okay? You add it to your computer, and then when you're shopping online, you go to checkout, and the Honey button drops down, and it will show you all the applied coupons that you just have to click the button. Yes, go ahead, save me money, and then it literally saves you money. I was just online shopping for so many bikinis for 4th of July, and guess what? I saved a shit ton of fucking money because, oh, guess what? Honey. So guys, Honey works on nearly every online store, so like Lululemon, DoorDash, Sephora, Revolve, anything you think of, it usually works. So get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/daddy. Again, that is joinhoney.com/daddy.
Do you call him daddy? Do I call her daddy? Call her daddy.
Oh, baby, what the fuck is up, you little skanky ass, hoe ass, wiener hole ass, splooging, squirting up the asshole motherfuckers. It is Alex Cooper, your single father, back at it again for another motherfucking episode of Call Her Daddy. Oh my God. Sometimes when I'm having sex, I literally in my mind am like, back at it again for another. It literally like turns me on. When I get to intro this fucking podcast, I get so fucking amped up. And right when I'm about to climax when I'm having sex, I also think about you guys. So that's so fucking weird. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really know what podcast has that relationship with their audience, but I think it's better to embrace it and know that, yes, you guys make me horny. I make myself horny. Sometimes I dream about doing this podcast naked. And ever since going back to my parents' basement, it's been a thought. Until my dad comes down to fucking fix a little humidifier and is like, Jesus Christ. Okay, Alex, relax. Guys, our guest this week, we're talking sex. Get sexual, get hot, get excited. Also, sorry, the audio has been a fucking massive, ginormous cock up everyone's fucking ear holes, and it's plugging and you can't hear jack shit. I'm aware, and I get it. It's like, I'm trying to edit this thing and do this thing, and it's just a fucking disaster. So I'm gonna raise the audio volume so fucking high this week that you literally have nightmares about my voice. And then hopefully you guys can turn it down. That's what I figured. It's better to be high and you can bring it low than go low to high. When they go low, we go high. No, when we're fucking high, then you can bring it low. All right, guys, enjoy this week's episode. I love you all. All right, guys. Holy shit. I haven't drank and done podcasting in a very long time, and then this guest of mine has been very influential and Patron shots, and I'm like, all right, fine, we'll drink. And now I'm getting a little drunk before episodes, but I think it's loosening me up, especially for the topics this week. Introducing, back at it again, motherfucking Savannah Montano.
Hi, Daddy.
Oh my God. Back at it again.
Bet you thought you heard the last of me.
I know. You're like, fuck. Some people were like, just stop. Like, everybody, the show's not going to be the same. I get the show's not going to be the same, guys. I literally get it. There's it's me. I'm alone. And now I have Savannah, and it's a fun time. Let's have fucking fun this week. We're excited. Are you excited? Are you happy to be here?
I'm so excited to be back here. Guys, I'm not going to lie. First episode, I was super nervous.
Yeah.
It's really hard, getting into podcasting. You don't really know how you're going to, come across, how you're going to sound. But I'm so excited for this week. I feel like I've loosened up a little bit. I'm ready to share some fucking sex tips.
Oh, yes.
And before we even start, I just want to issue a formal apology to Alex.
Oh, what did you do to me? You're like, I fucked your ex-boyfriend literally 30 minutes ago. Oh, fuck.
No, I just want to say I'm so sorry for ever questioning your Gluck Gluck 9000.
Okay. Oh.
No, but actually, dude, guys, listen to me very closely. Oh. Listen to whatever this woman tells you, because she is always right.
Dude. Dude!
Guys, if you use, like you said, your pointer finger and your middle finger, and you can maintain them going in opposite directions, synchronized with your mouth, tried and fucking tested, you have the secret to the best blowjob on earth.
Dude!
No, I'm serious.
You did it.
It's amazing.
Isn't it?
Because I was kind of like trying it your way and then like alternating like back to like my one-handed twist.
Right.
It's not the same.
Child's play. Now you can't even go back, right?
You can't.
You're like, wait, what
you
is
literally
this?
can't. It's so good.
Okay, guys, if you guys, I don't know why you wouldn't have, but if you didn't listen to last week's episode, I totally respected. Savannah came and was like, wait, hold on, like clarifying on the gluck gluck, which I think was so important for us to clarify that we're not using like both of our whole fisted hands onto a dick on top of each other stacked. You're taking your two fingers on each hand, you're rotating them clockwise and then counterclockwise on the other hand. And we were like, Savannah, you got to try it on your boyfriend. You left the podcast and you went and tried it.
I went straight home. I was like, babe, get fucking ready. Take your dick out.
Babe, take your dip out. Let's go. So you like the gluck gluck.
Incredible. Undefeated.
I
remember like literally like my mouth on his dick. I'm like, thank you, Alex.
You're like, Alex going up and down. Okay, well, that makes me feel better because last week people were like, Alex literally wants to fuck Savannah. I'm like, okay, see? She also sexually, like, is, like, happy with me, okay? Like, it's not a one-way street, guys. I'm not a fucking weirdo. That was amazing. Thank you for bringing that. That was good. I think people liked last week's episode. I think they enjoyed the sex tips. I think Caller Daddy has strayed a little bit from sex tips. We're back. We're feeling a little horny.
Oh, we're
Savannah
back.
has her legs literally like open for
fucking expose me.
I'm really like staring at Savannah's vagina.
Okay.
I want to just acknowledge the fact that
I like crossed my legs.
You're like, wait, stop looking at my pussy. Okay, so with regard to butt stuff,
I'm like moving away from
I know.
you.
I know, come closer. Oh my god, I'm getting nervous. Okay. Anyways, with regard to butt stuff, Savannah, I once, years ago it feels, told the awful story of my first experience with anal. And to be quite honest, I have never done anal again. The anal experience I had with my college boyfriend where he caught me cheating and I had nothing else to give other than my asshole. I was like, fuck, he knows I'm cheating. What do I do? Anal. It's like the best way to solve problems. Anal, he had wanted it. So he fucks me anal. I pass out. I wake up. He's pouring water on my face and Googling how to wake girlfriend up from anal.
Oh my God.
And it was just like the worst experience of my life. He didn't even use lube, shoved it right in there, like awful.
Aww.
And I remember after that experience, like my boyfriends after that were like, this is so fucked up because I feel like I'm having to, suffer from what your past boyfriend's mistakes.
I mean, yeah.
But I don't really care. Like, I think I want to wait a little bit. And, like, I know I'll have it again, but I just, like, need some time. Like, I'm still scarred. So, please explain to us your anal experience.
I've never had anal. I feel like it's something that I want to save for marriage.
She's like, I've already given the pussy, so naturally I want to save my asshole. You literally are saving it for marriage.
Yeah. I feel like I have
when
to give
did you make
something
that
to my
decision?
husband. I don't know.
At
Kind
church
of like
one day with your family on Easter. You're
Yeah.
like, this is it. Wait, you just randomly decided.
I mean, I've had a guy like accidentally stick it in once. Same experience, like fucking scarring. I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
Like take me to the hospital right now, but it was an accident. It was like one penetration, and then I was like, okay, get the fuck out of my house.
I guess that's kind of my experience. That was mine. He was one in, one out. So
Yeah.
I guess do we not consider that anal?
No.
It was an accidental anal.
Yeah.
It was
It's
an
not the
anal
same. It's not like he
moment.
was like fucking your ass.
No, yeah.
It's different.
Okay, so you've never done anal.
No, and I guess you haven't either.
No, I guess we haven't. Yeah, so you want to save it for marriage. Okay, do you allow a finger? Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Especially like when I'm about to come.
Oh, can you explain that?
I don't know what it is, but like when I'm about to come, a little finger in the ass.
Is it nice? And do you tell them to do it? Hannah's like, I put my own finger in there and they watch.
I feel like I've probably told him to do it like once or twice. I feel like if a guy's experienced, he usually
knows.
like, especially in doggy style, he's like kind of like toying around it.
Yes.
And then like when I'm about to come, I'm like, put it in.
I think men listening, I truly believe that women are way more confident with the asshole than men are. We kind of talked about it last week, but like men, I just want to be very clear, like it's one of the most unattractive things for a man.
It really is.
When he's like, I'm like, oh, do you like a finger up the ass? The amount of men that are like, ew, fuck no. That's literally like so gay. And I'm like, no, you have problems with your sexuality then if you are not comfortable just admitting like, hi, men, you have a prostate. You literally can have your fucking finger put up there, and if they hit the right spot, you literally come, and you're like, no, I don't like a finger up the ass. No, you do. You're just not manly enough to accept the fact that you like something in your ass, and you're not confident enough in your fucking sexuality. If you can own it, it's way fucking hotter.
And even if you like never tested the waters with that, don't knock it till you try it. Like, you acting like, oh my god, no, absolutely fucking not, I would never. It makes you seem like such a fucking pussy.
It makes you sound like such a pussy and so inexperienced. And I agree with you, though. There are some men that I've fucked around with that are like, I've tried it, it's just not really my thing. Totally respect that. I like totally respect that. I think that's totally fine. So I agree with you, though. I think a finger in the butt can totally be happening. Great times, loving it for everyone around town. Men, female, whatever you are. It's a good time. And I think that men, when they're fucking a girl doggy, I don't know if a lot of men think to put their finger in there.
Really?
I don't. And I've only had a couple guys do it, and I feel like men sometimes aren't confident enough in doing it, so they just don't. Can you explain to them, like, what do you enjoy? Like, is he just sticking it in there? Is he slowly going in? Is he... Explain.
Yeah. Don't, like, initially just stick it in there. That's so disturbing and so traumatizing.
Literally so disturbing.
Don't do that. I would say, like, lick your finger and, like, rub kind of around it first.
Yes.
And then you slowly start, like, applying a little bit more pressure. Like, don't stick your finger. I think also, like, using your thumb is, like, a perfect starter.
I agree.
And don't just stick it in, but just kind of, like, apply pressure.
Yeah.
And, like, go in, like, a little circular motion around it. And then, like I said, if she's, like, about to come, I think that's a perfect opportunity to just put in, like, just a little bit. And see how she feels about it.
I agree. Something that I would like to give the daddying is, like, I was talking to this guy that I'm going to see, and I brought up, we've talked about how, like, if you have something in your ass and in your vagina at the same time, like, your orgasm, like Savannah's saying, like, it's 10 times better because there's, like, this full feeling that you get when you're having that orgasm. It's, like, it's just better. I remember telling the guy, I was, like, talking to him about, like, bringing toys into the bedroom, or I don't know how it got started, but I basically let him know that, like, I had this butt plug that I tried while I was masturbating, and I basically had a vibrator and a butt plug. Ladies, I know that even just, like, the word butt plug, everyone's like, oh my god, I'm uncomfortable, I'm swerving off the road. Like, guys, it's okay. Like, everyone, it's okay. Like, we like to have sex, and, like, everyone, like, we like to come. Like, okay, this makes you feel really great when you come. So, like, everyone calm down. Let's all be mature here. Like, it's okay. We're okay? Are you guys okay? I'm okay. Okay. So I was telling him about how I wanted him to, like, when we were fucking, like, I wanted him to use this on me, and I wanted him to, like, put it in my ass while he was fucking me. And he, for some fucking reason, thought it was the hottest fucking thing.
Duh.
Yeah, like, wait,
for
what?
Some reason,
you
literally
so
don't
high.
even know. Like, I don't know why.
And so I mentioned to him, like a couple months ago, like 2 months ago, and then now as it's getting closer for me to go see him, he brought it up over text and was like, yeah, like, are you gonna bring, like, your, like, toys? Like, that's just, like, I can't stop thinking about it, babe. Like, I was literally jacking off the other day, like, thinking about, like, fucking you and putting that in your ass. And I was like, ladies, if you are confident and talk about shit going in your ass, not shit coming out of it, but shit going in your ass, men, it's like you almost need to give them the go-ahead to have the conversation. And then once you open it up, men are like, oh, this is kind of fun. Talking about your asshole, men are totally fine with. Their asshole, some are fucking annoying about it.
Yeah. And can I just add that, like, even toys in general, like, I feel like some girls are afraid to bring toys into the bedroom. They're like, I don't know how the guys react.
How do I do it?
I personally, I love having my little vibrator when I'm having sex. I just get the best orgasms. And, like, without it, I mean, it's good, but it's just not the same. So, like, I've had situations where I'm, like, about to fuck a guy for the first time, and I'm like, okay, I don't know if he's, like, comfortable with me bringing a vibrator or not. But once you try it out with them, I guarantee you, like Alex is saying, they're going to be like, sure, we can try it. But then like a couple weeks down the line, they're gonna be like, hey babe, like where's your little toy?
Yes, because they see how you react to it, and it's nothing against their dick. It's literally like you're fucking and you're just elevating the fuck. Like, how do you verbally let them know you're gonna use it?
I think I'm just like, hey, like I have a little toy that I want to use. I like come really hard with it. Is it okay if I use it? Like, do you mind?
I have a toy I want to use. Like, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then literally just stop there. The guy is gonna be like, what is he gonna be like? No, don't do that. I don't want you to have fun. Like, no guy is gonna be like, now stop it right there, Rebecca. Put that down right now, and I don't even want to see that ever again. No. He's gonna be like, oh fuck, okay. I think the best part of bringing sex toys into the bedroom is if you are masturbating with that thing and you are like fucking yourself by yourself with that, and then you're going to fuck a guy. A lot of girls can't emulate what they do by themselves in the bedroom with a man. If you bring your fucking vibrator, ladies, and you start fucking him and kind of also doing what you do by yourself, all of a sudden that guy's gonna be like, this is the best fucking sex I've ever had, because you're gonna be so fucking into it.
Yeah, I've had so many of my friends tell me like, oh, like I don't really come that often with like just the dick. Like I don't really come when I'm having sex all the time. Yeah. And I'm like, how? Because I like 90% of the time will use a vibrator. Like sometimes I use my hand, but like the vibrator is so much better. I'm like, listen to me. You need to. I've literally made all my friends get the toy that I have, because it's like
what toy is it?
It's like a little. I think it's called like the Femme Bullet. It's like, yeah, you hold it. It's like a little bullet, but it's so good. There's like 10 different speeds, like different vibrations. If you're not having an orgasm during sex, like get this toy and I promise you will have one. Like it makes me feel so bad, because like don't be shy. Like, and I get it, like I've had times where it's like my first time with a guy, I'm like, hey, like I don't know how he's gonna react, right? But like trust me, when they see you fucking screaming at the top of your lungs, like coming on their dick, they're not going to tell you not to use it again. No,
they're going to, like you said, all of a sudden they're going to kind of be like, hey, you didn't bring it around this time. Like, where is it? And it's no shade to their dick. It's just, you're just elevating it.
Yeah.
So, of course, in the spirit of fucking talking about putting things in your vagina and your asshole and lubing yourself up, you guys, Adam and Eve, they're one of our favorite sponsors here on Call Her Daddy, and I was like, oh, bitches, we got to make sure they're on this fucking episode because we're doing a lot of fucking sex talk this week. Guys, Adam and Eve, every single woman listening to this podcast, I've said it once and I'll say it again. If you do not have a vibrator or you do not have lube in your bedroom when you're by yourself, you are failing at life, guys. You guys are going to get almost any one item for 50% off. Then you also get free shipping, and it's delivered discreetly right to your door. You guys don't have to worry about your parents being like, why are you getting this to put in your whatever hole you're trying to put it into? You're good. Discreet, free shipping, 50% off. So just remember to use offer code HERDADDY. That's HERDADDY at checkout. And then they have thousands of products. You guys can kind of go through and look through. I would read also reviews. I think that's really helpful. And you guys can kind of get an idea of like what you want. Maybe get what Savannah got, etc. So go to adamandeve.com and the offer code is HERDADDY. I think a lot of people are really insecure to admit that like they've gotten cheated on, and I totally understand it. It's like a really shitty situation. I've been cheated on. I'm sure you have been.
I've been cheated on once.
And it's the worst fucking, me too.
Worst fucking, actually no, twice. But one time I was like fucking young. It didn't really count.
Right.
I got cheated on like my past relationship, and it fucking hurt.
How did you find out?
I went through his computer.
Shut the fuck up.
Through his iMessage. Yeah.
You went through his iMessage? Oh
yeah.
my God, I went through the iPad. Continue.
And it's so funny the way I like manipulated him into doing it for me, because he was like such a fucking hardhead. Like he would not let me do anything. Like he was such an asshole to begin with. But I was like, I don't know how I pulled it off, but I remember he was like out training that day, and he was like coming home for like just like a quick snack, like stopping at the house. Right. And like while he was there, I was like, I really need to use your computer, like I need to do something for work. And he was like like not budging. Like he's like, no, it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen. I manipulated him into like opening his computer for me, and then at that point he had to leave again. So like in his mind, I think he was gonna like let me use it while he was there. Right. But like obviously I like made it seem like I had to do so much. Like I pulled up all my Excel sheets, like fucking, I'm like, I have so much work to do, babe. Like I'll see you when you get back.
This is the beginning of hour 10. Yeah. I'm getting into the thick of it. Holy fuck.
So I remember he like left. And I was so scared to like go in like deep into it. And this psycho ass left and then came back like 2 minutes later, like acting like he forgot something. So I was like so happy that I waited, but he came back like acting like he forgot something, like freaking out, and then he left again. So I was like, okay, bet. Then I waited like another 5 minutes because I was like, oh my God, he's gonna come back again.
He knows.
Which I regret because I wasted too much time.
Okay.
But eventually I like opened up his iMessages. First thing I clicked on, it was like his best friend was like living with him at the time. Right. He was helping him out. So I clicked on their text messages.
Smart.
First thing I see was like he said to his friend like, oh, did you put away like this bitch's stuff? Like Savannah's like nosy or some shit that like something like that. Like
fuck
he
you.
was like this girl keeps leaving her stuff around. Like, did you make sure nothing was like left out? That was all, and he walked right back in fucking 2 minutes later.
He
was
like Excel sheet at the
so busy.
Crunching numbers, baby.
He was like, actually, like, I don't need to go back to training, like, blah, blah, blah. At that point, I had already seen everything I needed to see. Straight ass face. I'm like, I'm going the fuck home.
No.
Yeah.
You called him out right there?
Yeah. I mean, to this day, he doesn't know what I saw.
Oh.
I bought my plane ticket. I packed my bags. I fucking left. I remember I was so mad at him. I was like, can you help me bring my bag down? Like, my stomach was hurting, like, some shit. And he wouldn't bring my bags down. So I literally he had like a townhouse. So it was like 3 stories. I literally threw my entire luggage like down all the flights of stairs. He was like a big shoe guy. He had, on the last flight, there was like hundreds of shoes like laid out right by the stairs. I literally threw my bag over all the shoes, went to grab my bag, like stepped on all of them. And he was like, I was like scared he was going to fucking yell at me.
Yeah.
He was straight face. Like he saw a ghost.
Mortified.
He didn't know what to do. Because I was so angry, just, like, fucking up his house. Like, I was like, oh, you're not going to carry my suitcase down? Bet. I'll get it down.
Wait, how long have you guys been dating?
You know, like, we did it for, like, 6 months.
And, okay, so that is the fucking best when all you needed to see was that little fucking thing in the iMessage, but you knew, shady motherfucker, you're cheating on me. Imagine how much worse shit is in there. Yeah. If he has a girl that's leaving that shit at his place, then he has full-blown sex and nudes.
The thing is, like, I think 4 months before that, I found, like, a blonde shampoo in his shower. And I knew it wasn't mine. But so, obviously, like, fast forward a few months later, when I saw those messages, I knew it had been going on for a couple months.
Like, everything, you were able to connect the dots. You're like, hey, the fucking shampoo. None of you motherfuckers are wearing blonde shampoo. And then this shit. Yeah. Oh, my God. And then did you ever speak to him again?
Never. I remember he was like, I don't know how it even got back to me, but he was, like, talking shit, like, spreading rumors that I cheated on him to, like, people that he didn't know I knew, but, like, it was getting back to me. And I remember I sent him, like, a nasty-ass text, and he kind of was, like, he didn't know what to say. He was like, I'm so sorry, like, blah, 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 like, trying to, like, redeem himself.
And he was an athlete. Mm-hmm. Was he a professional athlete?
Mm-hmm. But guess what?
What?
He got fucking traded, and now God knows what he does.
And now he's in the fucking shitter in his parents' basement.
And the best part was that he fucking bought a place for us to live in Florida.
No!
Yeah.
Wait, what did he do with it?
So, like, during his time off, like, when it wasn't season, he was gonna, like, we were planning on living together in Florida. So he literally bought a place in Florida. We picked it out together. We broke up. He got fucking kicked off the team. Now he has a place in Florida
that he can't afford. Is this so fucked up? Yes. Did he cheat on you? Yes. So fuck you. We don't give a fuck. Oh, wow. Yeah. See, that's the thing is, like, I just almost feel like bad for men when they cheat on women.
They regret it.
Like us.
Trust me. Oh. It hurts them in the long run more than it hurts us.
Yeah, you're like, I'm thriving. Like, my boyfriend makes a lot of money. We're happy. We fuck all the time. And then this motherfucker's like a loser that like bought you a fucking house and he's like cheating on you at the same time. Why do men do that? I don't know. They literally have 2 brains. So they do have like multiple personality disorder because at times they're thinking with their penis brain and at times they're thinking with their normal brain. And so it's a very confusing situation for men and I don't fucking have sympathy for you. Get it fucking right. If you have a golden snatch in front of your eyes, don't fucking mess it up. And so many do, and it's so fucked up and it's so sad. Wow, that is like so brilliant and beautiful. My cheating story, I don't have to tell it because it's that yours is so amazing, but mine was through the iPad and I had a feeling, but it was a gut feeling. I remember telling my friend 99.9% chance there will be nothing on there, like literally on my life I will find nothing,
but give me that 1%. I'm in.
Oh, and then the 1% I was like, so yeah, he's cheating, I guess this is over. Like fuck. Yeah. But it was actually like, I remember like it was this like older woman, and she was like this married woman that was his nutritionist.
They were fucking?
They were just, no, they were only just like sexting and sending each other nudes. But I was like, that's still fucking cheating. Get out of my face. You're disgusting. And she's low-key disgusting, and her children will be hearing about this. I was like, and now I'm gonna go fuck her husband. I never did that, but like I'm still like, it's on my list of to-do things. I'm just like a little busy recently, but like I'll get on it soon. Don't worry. Nutritionist bitch, I'm coming for your husband. And low-key, if your kid gets old enough, I'll fuck your fucking son.
I was about to say.
Okay, great.
So I do want to kind of like get a little bit more emotional, and I kind of feel like people would love to hear us talk about like what actually we went through when we got cheated on.
I mean, I feel like in that specific relationship, I didn't really, it never really had just like crossed my mind like, oh, he's definitely cheated on me. Like there was nothing that like arose my suspicions. It was just like a random day. I was like, I think my best friend encouraged it a little bit. He's like, why not? She was like, why not? Just go through his computer. Like, why not? And lo and behold, like there's fucking texts like basically proving that he was fucking a girl every week that I wasn't there. So when you see something like that, especially when you're not expecting it, it definitely hits you harder, I think. Like in the moment, you just kind of feel like your whole world is crumbling down. You're like, what am I going to do now? Like my life is over. Like this fucking, it just feels like the worst thing.
And you feel like fucking stupid.
So stupid.
Like I have like, I will admit, I've said on the podcast before, like I have a pretty large ego. Like I have Savannah, what was that? A little jab? She's like, yeah, bitch, get over yourself. Whoa.
No, but me too.
Yeah,
me
okay,
too. Like when you get cheated on, your fucking ego feels like it just got smashed to the ground. Like there's no way you're gonna recover.
Exactly. And I feel like from what we've talked about, the way we date, I feel like we enjoy kind of like finessing guys, and we love like kind of fucking with their heads.
So when you're the one that gets played,
it's like I need to go into hiding, like witness protection program, like that never happened. And I think every woman listening to this podcast, there's something about like getting cheated on that you feel like I don't even know how to move forward. Like, what's my next step?
Because when you get cheated on, you put the blame on yourself immediately. You're like, what the fuck did I do wrong?
Yes. It's like, wait, what happened?
It sucks because they don't, obviously, like, when you're the one cheating, you don't think about that. No. You don't think about the other person's fucking feelings.
You're like, my pussy feels great. The dick is great. I'll deal with the repercussions later.
But when you're in the opposite position, it's just like,
fuck. Well, I think also for girls and men, maybe men have this a little bit. For girls, I remember being like, what did she have that I didn't? Like, what was I fucking missing? And then I saw, and then that's what I remember, like, always talking about this with my friends. Like, it helps me so much to see a picture of the bitch. And that's so fucking shallow, and I'm sorry, but I don't give a fuck. If I can see the woman that he cheated on me with, I like can feel usually better about myself. Why do guys always cheat with a fucking uglier bitch?
I don't know.
Right?
And you know what's so funny? I actually like went through my boyfriend's phone at the time before I found out that he was cheating, and I saw a video of the girl that he cheated on me with. Like when we had first started dating, it was just like a random video on his phone.
Was
and
she
they
hot? You're like, listen, how much can I? No.
I mean. But I remember, like, watching the video, and she was so, like, submissive and, like, kind of, like, insecure in the video that I remember watching it and being like, what the fuck?
Wait,
like,
why were you watching this video?
I was going through his phone.
Oh, okay. What was she doing on the video?
I think they were, like, about to have sex, and he was just like...
Wait, what?
Yeah. But this was, like...
Oh, like an old video.
It was, like, an old video. I was going through his phone, and I found this old video of this girl.
And we've always said that on Color Daddy, like, that's not weird. Like, if anyone's like... I have a boyfriend and he doesn't have nudes of other girls. Like, so Becky, you're so fucked in the head. Like, no, he's got a folder somewhere of 100 women.
You're not looking hard enough.
You're not looking hard enough, Becky. Start inspecting, you fucking moron. Okay, so you found the video and you're like, okay, this bitch looks...
She was like super submissive, like insecure. Like I feel like it was like one of their first times fucking. Like it was a super old video I just came across snooping. Like I shouldn't have been, but here we are.
Right, of course.
And fast forward like 6 months later, that was the same girl that he cheated on me with.
Dude, why the fuck do men go and fuck around and fuck up a good thing with uglier fucking hoes?
I'll never understand.
It's like
I'll never understand.
Even if you're an average ass bitch, somehow he still fucks like a 2, and it's like you had a 3. You were up in the bracket. Like, what were you doing? It's so mind blowing. I remember like seeing the nutritionist and being like, no, like, no. I was like genuinely insulted. I was like,
this seems fucked. And I remember talking about it way back in the day on Call Her Daddy. Men enjoy fucking something. I was about to say, that is disgusting.
No, it's so funny because when I...
That is so fucked. I'm referring to a woman as disgusting, but like, fuck it. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When I first saw that video, I remember like, you know when you first start dating a guy, like you kind of like, you know the girls that you kind of have to worry about in the beginning. Like you lurk their Instagram for a while, like those random bitches that he like follows, and you're like, why does he follow her? Let me like watch her story on my private account. She's like kind of hot,
so like fuck her.
You just keep tabs on her. This girl, I was like, okay, we're good.
You're like, I'm literally totally fine with her, actually. Like, I am so good.
Literally,
let's hang out with her. And then all of a sudden it's like, wait, no, you're fucking her.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't need to worry about her. Like, I'll stop checking her Instagram. She was one of those girls. And no, lo and behold, that's the one that he fucking cheated on me with.
Men always, like, if they have their bitch that they're in love with, they sometimes are so fucking stupid and will risk it to have their cake and eat it too, and they will go hit up some ugly ass bitch to just get like a quick fucking, and then the minute that the love of their life finds out, they are like literally little fucking bitch boys on their knees, bawling their eyes out like, baby, I fucked up. And it's like, no, you're so fucking stupid, because guess what? I know that you love her, but you are literally so fucking stupid in the head that you're like, I need to also just like really quickly go have sex with this ugly ass bitch just because what?
Mm-hmm. And 90% of them don't even actually have sex with the girl.
Right?
Like they literally
message stupid
for
shit.
What? Like
for
you
what?
know you're not gonna fuck her. You know, like
right?
you guys aren't gonna have a better connection than you and your girlfriend of like however long.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is the point?
And then this is what I always want to like sit them down before they do it and like be like a little devil on their shoulder and be like, listen to me. Picture your life now with this too, okay? Yeah. Let's just go down this path. You leave your hot girlfriend. You cheat on your hot girlfriend. And then, are you going to date this too? Mm-hmm. Is this too going to emotionally fill you up?
No.
Is this too going to fuck you? Like, is this too, you want to walk into a gala with this too? I don't think so. Okay? No, but okay, we're joking a little bit, but in all seriousness, getting cheated on is one of the worst fucking things. It fucks you up. It fucks you up moving on to relationships, moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay. We took a second. We were off air talking about this because we're trying to dissect like getting cheated on, and this is like a different spin that we didn't even expect to take. But we were like, why, Savannah and I were talking about like, why do we go for specific men that we know either like they're gonna cheat or we know they're gonna be shady, so then we're gonna be shady, and it's this like constant game, as opposed to we were both just mentioning two men we both have in our lives that would never fucking cheat on us, are so in love with us.
Angels on fucking earth.
Angels.
And we're like,
I don't think so, baby. Like maybe in a couple years.
Yeah.
Like maybe you like kind of hold that person.
Uh-huh.
Do you think about that person long term?
Yeah.
Okay, I do too. What the fuck is wrong with that?
I don't fucking know.
So what I was thinking is, and I don't know if anyone, because we have a normal human in the room that's not on air, and she was like, no, that's not normal. But like, hear us out. Savannah and I were both saying, we're at an age in our lives where we're dating these men that give us this like rush and this thrill of like, it's not fun to fucking get cheated on, but the game is fun. Yeah. I don't want to get fucking married right now. No. I'm not looking to have fucking children with any of these guys I'm dating right now. So like, why the fuck would I want to date someone? Why would I want to date someone that treats me right? Okay? That's just fucked up. Everybody listening, stop it.
It gets boring.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's why
it's so sad.
It's so sad. And then it inflicts pain on yourself because you know these fucking assholes that you're picking. Every girl can relate. I have so many DMs of girls being like, I pick fuckboys. Mm-hmm. I pick fuckboys. Why do I do this? Because, bitch, are you ready to walk down the aisle next week? Fuck no. I remember I was talking about it on my podcast with Lauren. I was like, I intentionally am choosing men that I know are going to push the limit for me in the game. Like, I want.
It's almost like a challenge.
Yes.
Like, yes. I'm like, Kay, like, I see the way you're acting, and I kind of want to, like, play it back and see if I can beat you at the fucking game.
Yes. And there are normal humans listening to this podcast. I'm so sorry. You're like, no, you have mental disabilities. I'm like, no, listen. There is something it's like I like get off on it dating someone that is going to fuck with me as much as I know I can fuck with them.
Yeah.
It's like exciting.
It's like, what can you teach me?
It's like, bitch, let me see your game.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Because I know everything. You're going to be shady. Oh, let me guess. You've got like your DMs, but you're deleting them. And then, let me guess. If I look at the iPad, I'm going to find Brittany. Like, I'm fucking bored. What can you do next? Like, let me see that bitch sliding in through your fucking Comcast subscription. Like, I want to see her in your Venmo. Like, where is she? Like, it's fun. And then I dial it back and I'm like, but why? And I think that anyone listening that's like confused by this, it's like, it's never fucking boring. You're always on your fucking toes. I don't want to get married right now. Why the fuck would I pick a guy that is nice and good for
and
me?
So sweet. Like, why?
Sweet and makes me feel good about myself. I want to feel like shit daily. So I've got to fucking rise to the top of my own and be like, bitch, watch me. And that's what I do half the time. I feel like I'm picking these men intentionally because I'm like, I already know in my mind that I'm like, okay, this is a point. I remember my mother saying this to me. The man that I know is like never gonna cheat on me in my life, that I like keep on the side, and then the man that I know is like a fucking piece of shit that I like give all my attention to. She was like, you know that one will always be there.
It's true.
And you get a thrill from the other one. However, you would be 10 times more hurt if the one you know that will always be there cheated. It doesn't even almost hurt you when the one that you is like a fuckboy
so
cheats.
True. I literally just thought about that.
Do you know what I mean?
If he would have cheated on me, I think I would like never fucking be the same.
Wait, right?
Yeah.
The one that you know is like that guy that will never fucking cheat. That's like your OG. Like, oh, bitch, I know I'm gonna marry that guy. Like, and I've never talked about that guy on my podcast. Like, I have a man out there that I'm like, no, I swear to God, I'm gonna marry him. And I literally have him in like the corner of my mind. The other ones I'm approaching, I'm like, oh, bitch, cheat. Oh, wait, I cheated first. And it's like, Alex, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, you have to speak to it a little bit. Like, you have to know the outcome of most of these men, what's going to happen, Savannah.
Well, I feel like, fuck, I don't know how to say it because, like, I'm kind of talking about my boyfriend currently. That's like the hard part. Because, like, when I first met him, I remember it was, like, when I had just gone out of my, like, super shitty cheating relationship.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend now, like, he flew me out. I got to my fucking hotel room. He had like a huge edible arrangements for me, like waiting, balloons, teddy bears, all that. And I remember thinking initially, like, hey, this is perfect. Like, I need a nice guy. Like, after my last relationship, like, I need someone to like treat me right.
Right. Oh no.
But couple months down the line, turns out he's a little piece of shit also.
You're like, wait, this is a bigger fuckboy.
Yes. And I'm like, at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm ready again. Like,
you're like, wait, at first I thought I wanted a wholesome, but now that I know he's even bigger fuckboy than my last boyfriend,
challenge accepted.
I'm so horny. I'm so ready. So I guess like a part of me wants to almost say to the daddy gang, like, is it fucked up to say, like, don't be too hard on yourself when you're going for these fuckboys and you are like, oh my God, why do I keep going for them? I know why you go for them, because it's fucking fun. And you're in your 20s, or you're in high school, or you're in college, or you're just out of college, or you're in your fucking 30s and you don't want to get married. Like, if you're picking this person, though, to settle down with, that's a complete different fucking story. But if you are picking these people, these fuckboys, because you just want to have a fun fucking time and you're not looking past, like, the next 2 years.
I see it as, like, they're going to help me evolve.
Thank you.
Into, like, the super fuck girl that I want to be.
And you learn so much.
You learn a lot more from the fuckboys than you do from, like, the innocent, sweet
We
boys.
know the sweethearts are going to be there.
Yeah.
And we're going to hopefully end up with you one day.
I think the main thing is just not to, it's like a very thin line. Like, you don't want to get it confused. If you know this guy's a fuckboy, like, sometimes you kind of, like, get your emotions involved and it's, like, the lines get blurred. But just remember that, like, don't invest all of your heart. Like, keep your walls up if you know that this guy, like, at the bottom of your heart is not going to be the one that you end up marrying.
I think that's such a good point. So, I don't know if that helps anyone, but, like, just a little tip.
Probably not.
Probably not. Everyone's like, no, we don't do that, Alex. Literally, that's just you weirdo. Okay. There once was a rumor that I had hair that looked like a broom. Function of fucking beauty, guys. Function of beauty. You guys know the drill. You get to customize your own shampoo and conditioner. I've been seeing the daddy gang. It's so fucking cute. You guys are getting them. You literally get to put your name
on the shampoo and conditioner, and then you get to customize the color. So I see girls doing purples, yellows, blues, pinks, whatever you want it. Everyone that's listening to this podcast, you have different fucking hair. Like, I highlight my hair. You may have brown hair and you may not highlight it. You go onto their website, guys. It's kind of fun. You take a quick but thorough quiz and you tell them a little bit about your hair and what you want to work on. And then they determine the right blend of ingredients. They put them into a custom formula and they ship them out to you. We have a special offer that is lasting through June 30th. So today on Wednesday, all the way up until next Tuesday. Go to functionofbeauty.com/daddy. And then when you place any order, you're going to get a free treatment. It's like this little hair serum and this hair mask or a leave-in conditioner with any purchase. It's a $20 value, free. So functionofbeauty.com/daddy.
So men and women listening, I think this is like one of the biggest fucking topics that Savannah and I wanted to talk about is fingering, fucking a man's fingers, getting fingered the right way. Like, let's get into it. Savannah is over there, horny, literally
I'm like
dripping
ready
wet.
to fucking spit some shit because it pisses me off. This is something more for guys because a lot of guys were DMing me. I was really surprised, saying that they were taking notes from the last episode.
Oh.
And I was like, if you're gonna take any notes, please let it be this. When you're fingering a girl, it's such a simple technique, but like if you do it right, it literally just screams, I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yes.
So what you do is you take your middle finger and your ring finger and you literally imagine that they're like glued together, like straight.
Yep.
Do not fucking bend them. When you put them inside of her, do not like curl them. You're literally just scratching the inside of her cervix. Don't curl them. Pretend that they're literally stuck completely straight. And what you do is like, it's kind of like the motion when you use your hand to say like, come here.
Yes.
You do that with just those two fingers and you just kind of like flick upwards.
Yes.
And you're just hitting her G-spot perfectly. Like, you can go as deep as you want, but it literally feels so fucking good. And if a girl can squirt, this is how you're going to get her to squirt.
Everybody, did you hear that? Thank you. Thank you. Because the amount of, I mean, I know I've talked about on the podcast before, like the men that are going in there and they're like, it's fucking hammer time, baby. And they shove their fucking fingers in there so deep. And I'm like, I'm so much pain. If you are good at fucking fingering a girl, it's so
you
hot.
Literally, like, I've had a guy be not great at sex, but the way he fingered me in the beginning, I was like, hey, he fucks like a fucking man. Like,
because think
he was
about
like,
it.
he knows what to do with my pussy with his fingers. Imagine with his dick.
No, but actually,
because like when a guy does this, it's
Yes.
like game fucking changer for me. Like when a guy goes to my pussy and he immediately does that, it hits your G-spot perfectly and you're like, okay, he knows what he's doing. I literally can't emphasize enough how important this move is.
Okay, tell us your story about when you knew this was the move.
Okay, so should I say it was my boyfriend
Yeah,
at the time?
your boyfriend now.
Yeah, so my boyfriend, one of the first times that we hung out together, I remember I wasn't going to let him fuck right off the bat, obviously.
Right.
So he was like begging and I let him finger me. And I remember he fingered me like that, like the way that I'm telling you guys to do it. And immediately in my mind, I was like, okay, he knows what the fuck he's doing. And I remember I was flying back home the next day. The next weekend, I was so horny, and he was like, let me fly you out again. And literally just because he fingered me that way, I was like, I'm down. Like, fly me out. I want to fuck. Because I was like, if he's doing that with his fingers, like, he knows what the fuck to do with his dick.
Right. Wait, okay. The fact that you're saying that just about you went and you saw a guy and just the way he fucking fingered you.
Literally.
Can you explain to them, like, what would your preference of, like, the speed be?
I was honestly trying to think of, like, what to compare the pace to.
Yeah.
Because you're not going, I mean, as it progresses, you can start going a lot faster.
Right.
But in the beginning, I feel like maybe follow your heartbeat.
Oh, wait, that no. Listen to your heart when he's calling. No, I actually don't hate that. I'm like holding my heart right now. Yeah, it's like it's slowish.
It's like when you say like, come here.
Come here.
Come
here. Come. That motion. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
And then you can speed it up.
I think also a man, the goal, like all these men are like, I want to make a girl squirt. And it's like, okay, that is a very specific situation that you, first of all, can't put pressure on a woman to squirt.
Yeah.
But if you want to get the closest you can to making her squirt, I really genuinely believe it's that type of fingering.
Yeah.
Now let's get into it a little bit with regard to fucking his fingers. every woman, we want to kind of talk to you. And I know this may be like dumbing it down a little bit, but I was reading a lot of comments and like, I get it. There are some girls listening to this podcast that are like, wait, what do I do when a guy fingers me? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? So let's first talk about if you're sitting and a guy starts fingering you. You're like sitting on a couch, sitting on a chair. Savannah, what do you think you're going to be doing? I'm going to assume you're not going to sit there and stare.
Keep watching the TV.
You're literally staring at the fucking TV or like just staring into his eyes, just like, thank you so much. This is really good, Jeremy. Like, no. Women, when you are getting fingered, what are you doing?
There's a couple of different things that you can do. I think initially something like super hot is when you just kind of like roll your eyes back, like when he first puts it in, like, oh fuck, that feels good. Because also, even if it's not feeling good, like initially right off the bat for you, when you kind of encourage the guy and you start like moaning a little, like roll your eyes back, it's gonna make him want to make it feel better for you. It encourages him,
especially if like you're not touching his dick right away. Like a guy gets turned on just seeing him pleasure you, so if he sees you so fucking into it, he's like, oh fuck, like I'm hard, like this is really fucking hot.
And you want to like progressively get into it, like right off the bat you're not gonna start fucking screaming when he puts your fingers in you.
It's like ease into your moans. If you're asking yourself on this podcast, hey guys, do I moan when I'm getting fingered? Yes, but you're not doing moans like you're getting fucked. It's almost like you can almost like keep your mouth closed moans, like you're like trying to like you're trying to like keep it in, almost like you're getting so horny that he's fingering you, and then slowly you can like open your mouth to the moans being like a little bit more aggressive.
Start making out with him, obviously, like bite on his lip a little bit. I like to like suck the guy's tongue just to give him a little sneak peek, pretend like his tongue's a little dick.
That's kind of hot. Wait, girls, did you hear that? Hello?
I mean, basically, obviously, in this situation, you're just always envisioning every part of his body being a
Literally,
dick.
His big toe, I'm like, ooh, big dick, big toe. So give it to me, Jerry. That's disgusting. That's literally disgusting. That's so nasty. I hate that name. Okay, sorry.
So if he's fingering you, if he stops for like a second, you could just like grab his fingers and lick it like from the bottom to the top, or pretend it's his dick, like you're sucking all your cum off of him.
I think that's so hot. I mean, listen, I know there are a lot of girls who's like, but I don't want to taste myself.
Oh, stop
it. Stop it.
Stop.
Well, then, you know what? Just fucking clog your nose, Brittany, and fucking
well, if you don't want to taste yourself, you have another situation. You need to go to the gynecologist.
No, literally. Like, if you taste that bad, gyno, let's go. No, I agree. You have to do it in the right way, because I can see some girls doing it where the guy's like, oh my god, you're trying so hard.
Yeah.
Like, you're trying so fucking hard.
Like, don't like grab his hand and pull it out of you and just shove it in your mouth.
Like, that's some good eating tonight. And he's like, bitch, like, I know you aren't like craving that right now. Like, you're not, oh my god, if I don't taste my pussy juice in like 5 minutes, I'm gonna die. No, but if he takes it out for a minute and you're making out with him or something, you can grab up his fingers and like put them in your mouth.
And I almost prefer, like, sometimes when you're first getting started, sitting down while he's fingering you. Like, you're sitting on the edge of the bed and he's like standing up, because you're kind of like the little girl. You're like looking up at him and he's just like fingering the fuck out of you. Tilt your head up, start making out with him, like look him in the eyes, and then it's like perfect length to just grab his dick and start stroking it over his pants.
That is, I think, one of the best like starting positions of sex. I also think another tip for when you're getting fingered, girls, touching your tits. I mean, that's like one of the best fucking things is if you're grabbing your own tits. Oh my god, girls, you're like, I don't even have big tits. Don't care. You can literally have -8.
Guys are
don't care.
All visual.
Literally touching your titties that exist or don't exist. Don't fucking care. Touch them. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I'll do it where I put my hand down on his hand too, and like affect the rhythm that he's doing. Like, you almost finger yourself with him. That it can be so hot to a guy, because you're like showing like, I'm so fucking into this. And this is where the fucking the fingers comes into play. And I single-handedly think this is one of the hottest things a girl can do in foreplay.
100%.
I was doing this position. You can bring up a position you would do it in, but like, so I was laying on my stomach, and actually it was interesting because this guy and I were like watching porn together, and I was laying on my stomach and we were watching it, and then he got up and he started fingering me from behind. So he starts fingering me and I'm like still watching the porn and I'm getting into it, and essentially what I started doing is grinding down on his fingers
he's fingering me and then all of a sudden he's not fingering me anymore. I'm basically using his hands as like almost pretending it's like his dick, and I start fucking his fingers. And a man, when he sees you do this, is like,
he's like, if she's doing that with my fucking fingers, imagine when my dick's inside of her.
Yes.
Yeah.
And men, I think this is one of the most underrated thing that girls can do. It's so simple. It's literally like if you're grinding on anything, you're basically grinding up and down. Even if you just grind side to side on his fucking fingers, like you can go up and down, or you can grind side to side,
or even just like grabbing his hand and like pushing it a little
harder
deeper
up.
in.
Yes.
Yeah.
A guy, when he sees this, is like, holy fuck, this bitch is so fucking horny.
Yeah.
What position do you feel like you do it in?
I feel like it's usually when I'm on my back, if he's fingering me, I just get like super into it and kind of just like start fucking his fingers back.
Yes.
I've gotten to the point where I got like so horny when he was fingering me. I literally just like flipped over and just got on his face. Like it was literally just all in one motion. Like his fingers were still inside of me and I was just like, I can't take it anymore. Like he wasn't touching my clit. So I just literally turned over and sat on his face.
Savannah, that's good.
Yeah, and it was so fucking hot. Like for days after, I was just like having flashbacks of that
You're
moment.
like, whoa, I did that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait. Okay, so you're on your back. He's fingering you. And what position is he in? He's kind of like on his...
Like kind of like on his side, just fingering you normally.
And then you just flip the fuck over.
Yeah, and then I literally just got so into it. I was just like, fuck this, and just like turned over. Before he could even realize what I was doing, I was on his face.
Okay. I think that every man is horny, and I think every woman, if you're maybe, I don't want to say you're confused, but it's showing the man that you're like, I want to be such a fucking slutty, horny ass bitch right now. Like, I can't take it that it's just your fingers. Like, I'm ready to fuck already, and it's just your fingers. And then a guy gets super into it. So, women, I think that's like huge. I do think you can do it while you're sitting. If you're in a chair and he starts fingering you from the front, I do think you can almost do it, but in more of like a grinding motion. Yeah. Brilliant.
All right, guys. Alex is telling me I have to leave.
You have to leave, and I'm so sad.
I'm done with the daddy gang.
No.
Forever.
You're going to come back on. We have 40 episodes this year. You're definitely going to come back on. I mean, I think it's going to be exciting, too, because I was thinking about it, like, when life opens up back in New York, and we have, like, a wild-ass night.
We'll have a lot of more stories
and we,
to
like,
tell.
run into some fucking... I mean, I feel like... We didn't really spill tea on these past 2 episodes. It was more like talking sex and stuff, and I don't know if people would want. Yeah. And so maybe that could be like season 2. You can come back a little bit later in the year. I can get you a little bit more lubed up, a little liquored up, and make Savannah spill all the fucking tea.
It won't be that hard.
It won't be that hard at all. Savannah, thank you so much for like hanging out with us. I think the daddy gang really enjoyed you.
I hope you guys did. I hope you learned something.
Thank you so much for like opening up and exploiting your life
with
me. It's nice to have like someone occasionally come on and like do it with me and me not be alone.
Thank you for having me. I love you guys so much. Thanks for listening.
You guys know Roman, right? Well, guess what? He has a fucking sister, and her name is Rory. Oh God, I cracked myself up. Roman has literally their partner company, which is their sister company, which is the female version. And this is Rory. This has to do with taking care of your skin. If you guys are worried about your skin in any fucking way, you have dullness, redness, fine lines, acne, whatever it is, and you want to find the right treatment, it's fucking frustrating because it's like, hi, can I get like a little appointment with my dermatologist? And I'm like, yes, bitch, I'll see you in 2 years. And you're like, fuck. So guys, Rory, it's a digital health clinic for women. Like Roman, they make it simple to connect with an online doctor. So you can basically see if personalized prescription skincare treatment is right for you. So you literally can do this at the comfort of your own home. No more waiting for appointments. No more waiting in line at the fucking pharmacy. And what you're going to do is you're going to complete a free online consultation, and then you're going to hear back from a U.S. licensed physician in 24 hours. There's also no commitment. You can literally cancel at any time. Guys, go to HelloRory, RORY.com/daddy to try out a 3-month supply of nightly defense for just $5. It's free to chat with the doctor, and your first order is just $5. HelloRory.com/daddy. HelloRory.com. Chalk. Serena, what are you doing? Chalk, stop. I have to do something. Serena, you're scaring me. What are you doing? Chalk. It's time for a little thing I like to call, you like to call, we all really fucking like to call Question. Questions of the fucking week. Questions of the motherfucking week, baby. Ow. Questions of the motherfucking week. Questions. Guys, I'm fine. Oh, I'm so excited this week. I'm feeling extremely, excited. I just like doing these things. I don't know about you guys. You're all like, fuck off. My CEO's texting me like, so we just lost 500,000 listeners from that Questions of the Week segment. If you do that again, you're fired. I can't stop. I won't stop. I'm just kidding. My CEO didn't text me that. Can you imagine? I know a lot of people would like it to stop. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. I don't fucking care. It's my show. I can do whatever the fuck I want. It's a lot of power, and I feel like I only subject you guys to a little bit of torture. Just fucking relax. Hi, Daddy Alex. Ooh. What is your take on guys asking for head? Do you think it ruins the fun of it if he's like, can you suck my dick? Or does it make it better knowing he wants it? Love you, sweetie. Thanks for everything. I love you. Okay. That's a really good fucking question. Let me ponder that. I kind of fucking hate it when a guy asks me to like do something in foreplay, like right off the bat, like, can you suck my dick? I would prefer him not to do that. I also feel like I'm always in a situation where I'm just constantly giving blowjobs. So I kind of think that for me, I never have a guy be like, please, because before he can ask, I'm like, I'm literally finishing, like topping you off. Here we go to the back of the throat. Here we go. No, but I don't know. I think men right off the bat, if you're like sitting on the fucking couch and you're like, can you suck my dick? It's like, no, fuck off. I think it takes like the fun, it takes like away the spontaneity of the moment and kind of like you hooking up and then letting the girl fucking figure it out for herself that she should go down fucking town. But if you're mid fuck, I wouldn't hate if a guy was like, babe, suck my dick. Because that's two different situations. If you're fucking and he's being aggressive and like dominant and telling you what to do, I like that. If it's we're chilling on the couch and we're like making out for 2 seconds and he's like, Alex, can you please suck my penis? No, Farquad. I've literally never hooked up with a guy named Farquad. But you get what I'm saying. It's like, no, David. I've never hooked up with a David. I'm not going to, I don't know. Whatever his fucking name is, no, man, I'm not going to fucking suck your dick. And you know what? I was going to, but now I'm not going to because you literally asked me. I don't know. I think, guys, there's a time and place. So yes to if it's mid-sex. No if it's like you're just chilling and like lightly hooking up. Girl, literally just contemplate my life sometimes in bed. Ugh, girl, do we all? I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years, and God, I can't imagine life without him. He's my first boyfriend, and I have a body count of 1. Him. LMAO. But at the same time, I feel like I haven't fully lived my life to experience with guys. I know people say taking a break does jack shit, and literally just means that it's over. So what the fuck do I do? Okay. I'm going to voice my opinion on people that get into a relationship when they're younger, high school sweethearts, or literally college, post-college. The first person you fuck is the person you end up with. If you are one of the people that are writing into my podcast asking me what to do because you are freaking out that you've only been with your significant other, I would say take a break or break up with them. And I know some people are going to get annoyed with that, but I don't care. You are too fucking young, or even if you're not young, you have one fucking life. And if every fucking night you are going to bed stressed the fuck out because you have anxiety that you're only going to be with this one person and you didn't get to experience life, you're not getting to experience life, what the fuck are you doing? You're literally like imprisoning yourself. Like, it doesn't mean you don't love them, but maybe you're going to have a conversation with them. And then it's up to them if they can handle it that you need to go on a break, and maybe you'll get back together. Maybe you won't. But then you won't be questioning yourself 24 fucking 7. Oh my God, should I have fucked another person? The answer is probably yes. And if you're having these internal feelings every night when you're going to bed, get the fuck out and go enjoy life and go experience it. Doesn't mean you don't love him, but sometimes sex trumps all. If I had a boyfriend that had only had sex with me, I know I'm a crazy bitch and like can get jealous at times, but I don't know. Like if your partner is rational and you've only fucked one person, especially if they've fucked other people, I kind of think it's a conversation you need to have, and like maybe they'll be understanding. Probably fucking not, but like we can hope. And then if they're not, come back to me and I'll give you advice. So before the whole world shut down, I was fucking this dude from my college, but then we both had to move home like 8 hours away from each other. And now we don't talk that much, but sometimes he drunk blows up my phone, just like normal talking, not anything sexual. What does this mean? Like, is he just too pussy to talk sober? I usually wouldn't care, but it's the best dick. So like, number one, I think this is a really fucking good sign for you, girlfriend. I can only imagine, I have the same situation and I'm not even in college. The amount of people that sex lives were extremely fucked from this pandemic. Listen, I'm not being insensitive. I'm just fucking stating the facts. Obviously, everyone, we want to live and we want to like fucking social distance and everything. But at the end of the day, our sex lives are fucked unless you're fucking quarantining with your significant other and then you hate them by now. So we're all just fucked. It's a very weird time. I can imagine so many college students listening to this podcast. Your sex life has been extremely affected, and your relationships with your hookup buddies from college have been extremely affected. But the fact that this guy is drunkenly reaching out to you, I think is a great fucking sign. It's not that he's too pussy to talk to you when he's sober. I think this is the thing. Men don't really like talking very often. Like, I know guys like to text, but then once it fades out, it's like, okay, what the fuck do we have to text about? I'm gonna go play video games. I'm gonna go hang out with my boys. Or unfortunately, he's gonna go fuck a girl that's like in his state. But if he's texting you while he is drunk, that means that when he is drunk and you're saying it was the best dick ever, he's remembering you. He's thinking of you in his fucking drunken state, and he is texting you. The fact that you guys haven't seen each other is a great fucking sign that that man, wherever the fuck he is in the country, and you're on the other opposite side of it, is still thinking about you. If I were you, I would keep it at that almost, just to keep the communication very, very, very light, but still like open, because that way when you guys do go back to college, you guys still are kind of connected, but you're not forcing the conversation, because like I said, in quarantine, all these people are forcing conversation. And then what happens at the end of quarantine? You're like, Kate, I'm bored with you. On to the next. And that's the last thing you fucking want. If I were you, I think you keep letting him fucking blow you up. Maybe occasionally like leave him on red when he's drunk, like answer once and then leave him on red for the rest of the night. Like say something kind of nasty. You could almost kind of get nasty with it, even if he's not being sexual, and you could just drop like a little, like say something along the lines of letting him know that like you just like you just had a moment where you were reminded by his dick and like you're gonna go masturbate, and then he's gonna text you something. And sometimes what I do is literally leave your conversation with that guy just open, so when he's texting you, it's just gonna keep saying you're reading it, you're reading it, you're reading it, and then he's gonna be like, did this bitch like leave her phone in the fucking corner of the room? Yes. And I'm fucking my pussy while my phone's over there. Sorry, don't have time. So then that may drive him crazy. And then who knows? Maybe it will like lead to a follow-up conversation the next day. Okay. This is one for the ladies. Okay. So I'm thinking of getting a breast reduction. I know. Why would I want smaller boobs? But they've been disproportionate my whole life, and I know I would feel a lot more confident with this change. Anyways, question is, do guys care about this? There are some scars after surgery that fade over time, but I was wondering your take on it, and if this is something in any way that could be a turnoff / something guys would comment on. Love your podcast. Okay. Here's my thought. I think you should do whatever the fuck makes you happy. The fact, I don't even want to like answer the rest of this question other than the fact that you just said that you feel you would be more confident with this change. Do it. absolutely fucking do it. If it's going to be something that you're like, I will be more confident in, I will be happier looking at my body. Like, I'm sorry, but when you're going to fucking take a shower and you're feeling good about your fucking body and you're staring at yourself in the mirror, is there any fucking better feeling? I don't give a fuck if a man is like, wow, she's hot. When you are by yourself in your room, if you feel confident, loser. But no, it's true. It's like, if you feel confident with yourself, then it radiates outside of your fucking bedroom or your bathroom when you're looking at yourself before you take a shower. So if this is going to be something like, maybe when you're getting on top of a guy and you're having sex, maybe you haven't been as confident to get on top because like you're saying like, oh, my boobs are disproportionate, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So if you want to get that breast reduction and it's going to make you more confident, not just for sex, but just for your life, do it. If a guy is freaked out by fucking scars, okay, I'm freaked out by your wrinkly, smelly fucking balls, but you don't hear me complaining when I'm fucking putting those things in my mouth. So just, yeah, okay. This was kind of interesting. This girl wrote in, was like, hello, father, weird question. Never a weird question. Is it hot when you want a guy to come inside you to say, get me pregnant during sex? My friend does it all the time and her boyfriend loves it, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. Thoughts? By the way, the show is amazing. Thank you. So here's the thing. Get me pregnant. I think it's a very simple answer. If that is your boyfriend of a long time and a good time, then if that's your relationship and yeah, that girl clearly, the boyfriend likes it, all power to her, continue to say it. However, I don't want anyone listening to this podcast to get it fucking twisted and be like, oh my God, Alex said it was kind of hot when you look at a guy in your mid-fuck and you're like, get me pregnant. No. Fucking code red, motherfuckers, no. Here's the thing. Men, that's the last thing they want to fucking do usually. So yeah, if you're in like a Carrie and Brad relationship and we're gonna get married soon and hold hands and fucking knock out a good 12 fucking kids, that's fine. But for everyone listening to this podcast, the majority of you, I'm gonna go ahead and say, don't ever look at a fucking man and be like, get me pregnant. It's just not the move. It's just not the groove. It's just not the vibe. And we're not doing it. We're not doing it here on Call Her Daddy. I know in a relationship I had him come inside me, and not all the time, but there's some fucking special occasions. Like maybe it was a nice fucking shiny Tuesday and I was in the mood to get my fucking pussy cream pied. I don't know, but I would just say like, I think if you want to do a milder version of it and see how he reacts, like I will be sexting him and maybe I'll say something like, oh my God, like I want you to fill my pussy up. And then when we were in a relationship, you can be like, baby, like I want you to fill me up. Like I think that'd be so hot, because it is fucking hot, but it's also irresponsible. And I'm not taking responsibility for any fucking people that are getting pregnant. Okay, you make the fucking rules. Put a condom on. Don't get on birth control. Don't. But just don't get pregnant and don't ask him to get you pregnant. Because if you ask him to, why do I feel like that's really fucking bad karma? It's like a joke at first. You're like, get me pregnant. And then you're like, I feel really nauseous. And then you are fucking pregnant. And like, I don't know. I just don't think, at least for me right now, not the fucking move. Don't want to be pregnant right now. Got a lot of other things to do, like fucking host a sex podcast. So Daddy Gang, hello, are you guys there? I think that's it for this week, guys. We have really, really sick merch, which is really exciting. I think for a very long time I've wanted to release a lot of merch, and there were just things that were preventing that from happening. And finally, I'm so fucking excited. My number one person that I'm texting is the merch woman at Barstool, and I'm designing everything. So everything you guys see on the Call Her Daddy site right now, the goal is, I said, I want to make sure that every single thing on the Call Her Daddy merch store site I would wear. So if you guys want to shop shop around the town. You guys just go to barstoolsports.com and then just look for Call Her Daddy. Go to store and then just go to Call Her Daddy. And get yourself some merch. If not, I'll just go fuck myself. That's totally fine too. I do it all the time. Nothing new to see here. All right, Daddy Gang, I fucking love you guys so fucking much. It literally pains me at times. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I will see you guys around town, uptown, downtown, middletown, underground. Ooh! But more importantly, you know the fucking drill by now. I will see you fuckers next Wednesday.